Welcome back to Steadfast Catholic. I am Lux. Let's take a few moments to reflect together. As we come to the end of the novena to the Immaculate Conception, it may be tempting to ask whether our prayers were answered or whether we feel different than when we began. But prayer is not measured by immediate results. It is measured by relationship. A novena is not a spiritual transaction. It is an act of remaining. For 9 days, we returned again and again to prayer. We reflected on grace, humility, purity, trust, perseverance, freedom, interior peace, hope, and finally, gratitude. Those were not boxes to check, but dispositions of the heart that take time to form. The Blessed Virgin Mary shows us this way of living better than anyone else. Mary lived in constant awareness that everything she had was a gift. Her life was shaped not by entitlement, but by gratitude. Even her sinlessness was not something she claimed for herself. It was a grace she received, entirely dependent on God. Gratitude flows naturally from that awareness. When we truly recognize grace, gratitude follows. When we forget grace, gratitude fades. Salvation itself is the greatest gift that we have been given, and yet it is often the one we think about the least. Through Jesus Christ, we have been rescued from sin, restored to communion with God, and offered eternal life. This is not a small thing. It is everything. Gratitude reorients the soul. It shifts us from anxiety to trust, from self-reliance to dependence on God, from restlessness to peace. A grateful heart begins to see life differently. Ordinary moments become signs of God's presence. Suffering is no longer meaningless. Waiting becomes an act of trust. Even weakness becomes a place where grace can enter. Mary's Magnificat is not simply a beautiful prayer. It is the overflow of a heart that knows God has acted. She rejoices not in herself, but in the Lord who saves. As we move forward from this novena, we do not leave it behind. What we prayed is meant to shape us on how we live. Gratitude is not the end of prayer. It is the beginning of a faithful life lived in response to grace. So as we return to ordinary days, may gratitude become our posture. May it soften our hearts. May it steady us in difficulty. May it remind us who God is and who we are before Him. And may Mary, conceived without sin, continue to lead us quietly, patiently, and faithfully to her Son. Thank you for praying with Steadfast Catholic. I'm Lux, and I will see you in the next video, and I will always be praying for you. See you soon.